Before we begin the second set, ladies and gentlemen, Ricky Flores has a very special interview with our very dashing commissioner, Ian Laurel.
Nice one, Noel. I have, of course, Doc Ian Laurel to tell us a little bit about the tournament format heading into the finals of the Philippine Superliga.
Well, Ricky, it's a very exciting format that we are implementing here in the Invitationals. All the 6 teams, of course, are going to be ranked from 1 to 6 after the elimination round. Ranked first and second, or 1 or 2, will be waiting already. Okay, so the first semi-final match will be featuring ranked 3rd team and the 6th team. The second semi-final match would be ranked 4th team and the 5th team. Sino manalo doon, yun yung mag-a-advance dun sa second stage ng semi-finals to have a crossover with the first and second waiting. And whoever wins will be seen in the final match, and the rest down the line, there's going to be a battle between the 4th and the 3rd and the 5th and the 6th. So on the last day, the final day of competition, you will still get to see all the 6 teams playing for ranking.
Well, that should be very exciting. Noel and Noreen?
Well, you know, we'd like to call it the step-ladder format, if I'm correct in calling it that, Noreen. So the first 2 seeds are already waiting. All right. And by all indication, if Cagayan Valley wins today, they could be one of those 2 top seeds. So every game still counts for these teams, especially these 2 teams which are tied right now for 3rd place, as we have another vicious attack coming from Micah Ortiz to start the second set.
And it's an interesting format because it gives even the teams right now with the lower standing a chance to get into that final, the Final 4, because it'll be knockout.
Let's see if that happens for one of these 2 teams right now. Of course, Bingo Millonario going for its first winning streak, and a block point from Isa Maizo.
That's right. Now, Coach Villette opting to use Isa Maizo in the first 6.
Isa Maizo, of course, probably one of the best utility spikers of her generation already.
Oh, yeah.
And here is Rhea Dimaculangan. Good serve there. Michelle Gumaba on her knees. Here's Saet now. Penetrante just pushing it across. Judy Caballejo on the turnaround. Saet across. Paneng Mercado tries to swipe it off the hands of Ortiz. It does not work.
That's right. That's smart play actually by Ortiz to just get out of the way.
So 3-0 now for the Petron Blaze Lady Spikers. Rhea Dimaculangan. Received there by Gumabao, and Chi Saet has to attack.
No look. No look tip.
But Chi Saet does have the springs to get that done. Now, Melissa Going will see her first action now as Libero 2. Playing against most of her, former schoolmates at least.
Yeah.
And Going immediately overcooks a reception. Welcome to the game, Liz.
Well, of course, you know, over-eager also. You know how good Michelle Going is, and she wanted to play. Now she's there, she's kind of giggle.
Right, she's the only LaSalle player on this team. Saet. Caballejo gets to it. Here's the quick set. Micah Ortiz turned back there by Penetrante and Stephanie Mercado.
That's right. That should be a booster for Maureen Penetrante.
Penetrante coming off a 13-point performance, 10 spikes, 2 blocks, 1 service ace in the win, 4-set win against Signal. Another nice serve, going with a better reception this time. Here is Caballejo, Saet, Penetrante in the air for Mercado. Nice dig again by Tabaquero. Caballejo, this time going wide. But you like the way Tabaquero just had the ball.
That's right. You know, her anticipation is really spot on.
Now it's a 1-point lead now, 4-3 for Bingo Millonario. That's 4 straight points for the Puffins. Again on the serve of Chi Saet. Fielded here by Tabaquero. And a tip over the defense. Almost worked.
Wow, still alive.
Gohing. Here's Dimaculangan. Maizo on the push. Laborte on the attack. Nicely done by Mikmik.
I'm sure she has eyes in every part of her head. You know, easy does it. She's in the air. She knew exactly where to put it. I'll just put it there. No one there.
Between zone 1 and zone 2 would be a nice place. So 5-3.
That's really how smart a player Mikmik Laborte is.
Oh wow, Mikmik Laborte. Actually, you can refer to her as the demigod already. Oh, Micah Ortiz again. And she's doing this against Penetrante. Somebody she probably grew up watching and idolizing.
Exactly.
5-4 in favor of Bingo Millonario. Caballero puts it in play. Sharp serve and a good read by Micah Morada.
Well, if you're Petron, you don't want to commit these unforced errors because you have the momentum right now, and then you're just giving it all away.
They did start 3-0 in the second set. Marine penetrante Oaño. Dug up by Caballero, received by Caballero rather. And they go to Mercado. Mercado into the block of Maizo. Still alive.
Good coverage.
Morada gets it across. Here's Di Maculangan. Tabaquero.
Well, that's a good rally. You know, that's a good sign for Petron if Angie Tabaquero can continue that form.
Angie's not even smiling anymore. One of the things that endeared her to fans, and Sev used to call her Agent 2, Agent number 2. One of the things that endeared her to fans actually is the way that she smiles after every point. And Micah Morada doesn't need to smile after every point because she gets a lot of them.
We were talking about Roxanne Pimentel so earlier. She is in the front row of Petron.
Right, in right now. So one of the legendary players against a former national team member. 6'2" girl, Tabaquero, and that never crossed. And we will have our first technical timeout of set number 2. 3-point lead for Bingo Millonario. This is the Philippine Superliga.